Hi, I'm Dana from DanaGarrison.com, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you a full tutorial of Instagram Reels. What is Instagram Reels? How does it work? I'm going to be teaching you all the features and how to create your own Instagram Reels and start posting, as well as how to find everyone else's Reels and interact. Be sure to stay until the end, where I'll be sharing how you can win that laser coaching session, where you can get coaching and consulting on any topic that you want. All right, let's dive into the Instagram Reels tutorial. What is Instagram Reels? It is similar to TikTok. It is vertical video storytelling. And if you've used TikTok, you'll notice that a lot of the features and the way that it works is really similar. And there's also some differences. Right now on Instagram Reels, you have 3 seconds to 15 seconds to make your vertical video. If you don't have it yet, just check if there's an update waiting, and once you update, it should show up. To access Instagram Reels, all you need to do is click on the little camera button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, or you can just swipe right. And when you swipe right, it goes to normally where your stories are, but now this screen looks a little different. And if you click on the word Reels at the bottom, that takes you to where Instagram Reels is located. Now let's go over the features. The first one is music. That's the musical note, and that'll take you to where you can choose the audios or the sounds. I'm just going to choose the top song just to have a song chosen, and you can see that at the bottom, the entire song is available there for you, but you only have 15 seconds that you can use for your audio. So you can scroll back and forth along through the whole song. You can see that the lyrics actually pass by on the screen for you. And then you can choose the segment that you want. So I'm just gonna let this land on this segment right here. I'll choose it, I'll click done. And that takes us to our second choice on the left-hand side of the screen. And that is playback speed. So when you're going to record the video, you can change the audio's playback speed, and that gives you a lot of different effects to play with. If you choose 0.5 or 0.3, that's going to speed up the audio. And if you choose 2x or 3x, that's going to slow down the audio. And that allows you to create a lot of different and unique features. It can also be easier to lip sync if you slow down the audio for some folks. So you got your choices there. Next is the effects button. So when you click on effects, you're going to see at the bottom of the screen a bunch of little circles appear. This is really similar to how Snapchat does it. And if you scroll or tap on them, it's going to take you through all of these different filters. So you can film with these different effects turned on. And if you want to search for more effects, just scroll all the way to the right. And the very right-hand circle is the search feature, where you can browse through hundreds, if not thousands, of different effects that creators out there have made on their own and posted up for all of us to use. The last button to choose from is the timer. And the timer allows you to shoot shorter clips that you can stitch together for your final reel. So you can actually expand the bar so that you're just filming the entire, in this case, 15 seconds all in one go, or you can do it in chunks. So let's just say I'm going to do my first, 3-second chunk. So I've set the timer, and I'm going to click set timer. So that's already set. Now all you need to do is push the record button once. Let's get back onto an effect to do this. And once you push it, it's going to do a countdown for you, and then you can do your moves, and it'll automatically stop recording at wherever you set it. This is the 3-second mark for me, so it just recorded 3 seconds. So you might want to go to timer, and you can see that the first 3 seconds are already filmed. Now we're going to shoot the next. Let's set it to a few seconds. I'm going to set the timer. Now, one of the features, the last one here at the bottom, this is the align feature. So when you click that button, it'll mark on the screen a ghost of your face. So let's say that for your clip, you want to remember where you left off, because for 3 seconds you're going to film. And when it ends, you want to change your clothes and come back on screen and match your body exactly where it used to be and start filming again, so it looks like, boom, you've got a really cool editing transition of your clothes have changed. So if you want to do that, you'll want to film this next segment. So after the clip stopped filming, I hit the align button, and now there's a ghost of me at the very last position of the clip, as you can see. So when I want to film the next aspect of my clip, I'm going to click the timer. I'm going to choose how much more for the next clip, set that timer. So I want to film another couple seconds. And then if I want to match up exactly where I left off before, I can just match my body to where this ghosting is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button. It's going to start to count down. I'm going to put my body where the other body was and then record the next scene. Hello, 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 hello. If I go ahead and push the back button, it's going to replay that last clip. And it gives me an opportunity to delete it, as you can see with that delete button. I can also shorten it. I can say, you know what? I don't like that last part. I'm just going to keep this part. So I can only edit this last clip, and then once I've got it where I want it, if I click forward, from here, I can still go backwards and still edit that clip because I haven't recorded yet, but the moment I record again, those clips that I've already recorded are kind of set in stone. Now that might change in the future, but that's the way it's set up right now. I'm going to go ahead and push the right arrow, and that's going to go ahead and move me forward to reviewing my entire clip, my entire video that I've shot so far. And you can see at the top, there is a download button where you can save what you've got so far to your camera roll. You've also got your stickers button. Next is the drawing tool where you can draw on the screen. And you've also got that trick where you can choose a color. You can hold your thumb down on the screen and the whole image will turn to that color. Then at the very top, the circle that's all the way to the right, that's the eraser. And you can simply erase bits of the color, and that's just a way to be more artistic on here. If you didn't know about that trick, that's a trick that you can do in your stories as well. And let's say you do it, you don't like it, there's always an undo button, which you can see at the top of the screen. You can click undo, and it goes away. The last feature here is the text feature, where you can add text to the screen. So I'm gonna type a word, and something that's really cool is they've brought on more fonts now. So your lettering can look different in a lot of different fonts compared to what stories had before. And then, of course, you can choose the color wheel on top and then change the color of the text. If you expand or pinch with your fingers, you could change the size of the text. And you can use the little lines on the top of the screen to left align, right align, and center align, or you can just use your finger and drag the word around anywhere that you want, which I find easier. But if you're a perfectionist and you want it exactly left, right, or center, you got a way to do that. And last is you've got the background coloring. So you can choose if you'd like to have some background on it. And the different fonts will have different backgrounds as well, so keep that in mind. Very creative, and I'm glad that they're adding more features to that. Now, I'm gonna add this word here, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen that the word meow is also on the timeline. By the way, we can use our finger on this timeline on the bottom there and scrub back and forth to move along our reel. That said, if I click on the meow, it'll highlight in white, and then I can actually move this bar back, and then now the meow is only going to stay on the screen for the segment of time that's within those white bars, and then it's going to disappear. And you'll see that it turns kind of ghost-like to let you know that it was there, but it only appears for as long as you want it. Then if you wanted to, you can add a second word, and you'll see that that now appears at the bottom of the timeline, and it is highlighted in white, which means now I can change when the now appears on the screen. And words can pop on and off this way. So now you've got meow on the screen only and then now on the screen only. So you can have fun with captions. I mean, captions are great when you do this. I'll be doing another video that teaches you a lot of different tricks and tools and tips that you can do to make your reels even better, but also how you can get more engagement and more followers and more views and more comments and all of that good stuff in future videos. When you've got your reel exactly how you want it, then you can click on the right arrow right there, and that'll take you to the share page. On the share page, you have a choice to share it to Instagram's Reels, which is a whole new section with its own Explore, with its own For You page. You can also share it to your feed, and that is all of the photos and videos that are on your Instagram page. I highly recommend that you turn that on as well. It's extra exposure. You can also click on the word stories at the top, and instead you can share this to your stories. You can share it only to close friends, or you can share it directly with certain people in their DMs. I recommend that you share it to Reels and also share it on your feed. That gives you an opportunity to get more exposure if that's what you're looking for. And then from your feed, you can share it to your stories. And then bam, you got it in all 3 places. Instagram leaves you a section here to write a caption. And once you've got all of that down pat, all you need to do is click the share button and it'll go live. It'll get posted for you. If you don't want it to get shared right now, you can save it to drafts. So you can click Save as Drafts at the bottom. It'll save your masterpiece so that you can go back and do more editing later. To find where your drafts are stored, go ahead and head to your own profile page by clicking on your photo in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That takes you to your normal feed, but now there is a new icon right next to your feed icon, and that is the Reels icon. When you click on that, your Reels will be here, the ones that you've posted, as well as your drafts. I haven't posted any at the time of this filming, but I'm going to click on the drafts and you can see I've got the drafts there. And when you open your draft, it takes you to the page where you can share it. Now that said, you can click Edit on the upper right-hand corner of the screen and it'll take you to a place where you can go back and edit and pick up where you left off. Now remember, like I said, you can't go back and edit the video part of it. At the time of this filming, Instagram has that part set in stone. But you can still add stickers to it, you can still draw on the screen, you can still add lettering to it, and add words onto the screen. And then it allows you to go back and either share it or save it as a draft again. If you want to use your own voice, you don't have to select any music or audio whatsoever. Just leave that deselected. And then when you want to record, just hit that record button at the bottom of the screen. You only have to tap it and it starts recording for you hands-free, so you have both hands free to dance and move around, do whatever you want to do. Tap that button again and it'll stop recording, and it only records for that segment. You can do multiple clips this way as well. And if you want to zoom, it works the same way as stories. When you want to zoom, you hold down on the record button, slide your finger up on the screen, it zooms in, slide your finger back down, it zooms back out. If you're in a low light situation, you can use the flash feature. You can see on the top of the screen there is a lightning bolt, and you can turn it to off. So it's got a slash through it, it won't go off at all. You can turn it to on, or you can turn it to auto. There's a little A there, and your phone will decide if it thinks that it should use the flash feature. If you want to flip from using the front-facing camera to the back-facing camera, all you have to do is double tap on the screen and it'll flip the camera for you. And if you don't like your creation, just click on the X in the upper left-hand corner. It'll ask if you want to discard, and you can just throw it away and start over. If you want to see some example reels, I'll have some on my Instagram account. The link is in the description below. Add me on Instagram and let me know that you found me from this video. Now, you don't have to film everything within Instagram Reels. You can actually film on a mirrorless camera, a DSLR, a point and shoot. You can film on your cell phone even, save it to your camera roll, and then when you're ready, in the lower left-hand corner, you can click on that square and pop all of your videos and photos pop up, all of your media is there, and you can choose one of your media and add it to the reel. Instagram also lets you have a thumbnail or a cover image for your reel. Just click on the cover right there and you can actually upload an image from your photo gallery on your phone, or you can scrub through any part of the video and find one that looks like a good cover, and then you can choose it and click done. To see where the Explore page is for Reels, go ahead and click on the magnifying glass at the bottom of the screen, and that will take you to the Explore page where Instagram is featuring Reels right now. So you can see that the little logo of the word Reels is in the lower left-hand corner of the video that's playing. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that, and that opens to full screen where you can see Reels, and you can just flip through them and check out different people's Reels. Now, once you're here, there's a few different features on the screen. Number one, if you want to like that reel, you can just double tap on the screen and it will heart it. You can also heart it by using the heart at the bottom of the screen. And then next to that is the comments button where the comments will pop up and you can join the conversation. You've also got the share button, which is the airplane, and from there you can add the reel to your story, or you can send it to any of your friends. Then we've got the three little dots next to that, and from there, if it's an inappropriate reel, you can report it. If you're not interested in this type of content, you can start to train the Instagram algorithm as to what types of reels you're interested in. Of course, things that you like, the algorithm knows that you want to see more of that kind of stuff. Anything that you engage with, comment on, share, the Instagram's going to think, all right, show more of that stuff. And anything that you don't like, you can tell Instagram, hey, I'm not interested in this, and poof, They're going to start deleting that kind of stuff from your For You page. You've got a button there to save the reel, as well as a copy link so that you can share it out across social media or send it to a friend. And you've got a share to link as well, which of course will open up a screen with the different platforms that you can share it on. And then on the right-hand side on the bottom, you can see that there's how many hearts that it's gotten. So if you click on that, you can also see how many plays the reel has gotten, as well as who has liked it. It gives you a chance to meet new people, follow new people there. It also shows you how many likes it has. And then the comments bubble shows you the number of comments that it has. And if you click on it from there, you can also get to comments as well. From this page, there's 2 ways that you can get started filming your own reel. So let's say you get inspired or you're done looking. You can click on the camera button in the upper right-hand corner, and that will take you to the page where you can start filming your reel. Or if you're scrolling through and you like the audio that somebody else has used, you can see that the audio name, the name of the audio, is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Click on the name of the audio and it will take you to that audio's page. Similar to TikTok, you've got the audio at the top and you've got everybody else who's used that audio to film their reel. And if you want to go ahead and use it, you can click on the bottom of the screen there, use audio, and that'll take you back to the page where you can film, and the audio is already going to be loaded. Now the music button has turned into a square, so if you click on it, you can see that the audio is there. Same thing, you can scrub through the audio, find the part that you want, click done, and you're back to that screen that you know how to film from now. All right, so how can you win this laser coaching and consulting session? Go to the link in the pinned comment below. I'll be picking a winner and announcing it on my Instagram stories in a few weeks. Please share this video out with any friends that might find it useful. Click on my photo to easily subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Kitty kisses. Snack intermission. You can share your reel to the Reels page, Amazon.